come down up there.
Fourth time. Yes. This was very well organized.
I could sort of do a bit of everything, but I'm not like great at anything. Ready?
I'll just play Pokemon on the Switch, so I'm ready anytime.
I don't know what this application.reload thing is that it makes me do every single time.
Two minuses, and it will make a plus. So 2 bad equals good.
If you excuse me, I'm
even
gonna
get
go
the
play
quote.
Animal Crossing New Horizons on my Switch.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to this video, in which I, Szymon Sroka, famous video producer, games developer, and the representative for today of the team Rolling Birds, the famous team that developed a game called Clockwork's Climber for Ludum Dare 47. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, this is an honor for me to be representing my team. Thank you all for coming. Let's start with a question. What even is Ludum Dare? So, Ludum Dare is a game jam. What is a game jam? Well, game jam is an event where you are given a specific theme and a specific deadline, and you, either alone or with a team, have to build a fully functional game. The rules of a game jam are pretty simple. Establish who you're working with, make sure the game you build hits the theme you were given, and of course, build and deliver the game before the deadline. In this video I will take you through the entire Ludum Dare game jam from my perspective, and I will show you anything I can from those 3 days we are developing the game. On the 29th of September 2020, Leo Robinson informed everyone on the official University of Chester Game Dev Society Discord server about a game jam upcoming the following weekend. So then, after some time, a conversation between everyone interested started on the Discord. We established who wants to team up and who wants to go solo. There were even separate channels made for the groups, and with that everything was ready for Ludum Dare 47 2020 COVID-19 edition. And so, with the clock officially showing us 11 PM on the 2nd of October, Game Jam has begun. We were given a theme, stuck in a loop, and a deadline of 72 hours. Everyone was so excited in fact, they decided to start discussing the ideas on the second day of the game jam. I mean, it was fine. It's not like we had a really small amount of time to build a fully functional game, so pretty much do something some of us never done before. But that's fine, right? The second day began on discussing different ideas and opinions. After some more thoughts, the team decided on a platformer. Here is how the discussion went.
Kind of talking about is the clockwork platformer. So you play like this little clockwork person, and you're inside a clock tower, but it's a music box kind of thing. And the idea is that you want to platform up the tower because the music is on a broken loop, and when you're at the top, you can fix the loop, at least for a bit. And then we have multiple clockwork people, and each time you climb up the tower and fix the music, it becomes a bit harder to navigate because now more of the tower is active, more cogs are spinning and moving parts and stuff. So it just increases the difficulty naturally.
After some more discussing,
I'd like to take a stab at the platformer.
the platformer is interesting.
I think the platform is more interesting as well.
Yeah,
Alright.
same.
An introduction to Pair Force. The official development process has begun. Right away, Aria, the level 4 student, started to program the character with help of Emilia, the level 6 programmer. Peter, the level 6 artist, started working on the models for our game. Joey, level 4 student, went to make the texture for the background. Jordan, another level 4 student, bravely took it on himself to code the camera. That left me, the last level 4 student, with making the logo, along with the title screen. So, while I was building the main screen, Joe finished his background and Aria decided to work on the level design, or at least the concept of it. I decided to use the texture made by Joe as the background for the UI as well. However, I needed them to look somewhat different, so I've added some terrible looking pixel art torches. And yeah, they look. After a couple of hours of work, our brains needed a break from games. So naturally, as games development students, we started discussing Doom,
In more facts than a 1980s bank, alright?
Cyberpunk 2077, the reason I'm buying Cyberpunk, Keanu Reeves. In the background of our sheer productivity, our level 6s were still working on their stuff, sending us finished work. Well, at least someone was still working. With that, I called it a day, while other team members stayed online, still grinding. When I woke up in the morning, I hopped onto Discord, and I was surprised by a fully modeled tower, platforms, and a full model with textures for the player, made of course by Peter, some promising character movement made by Emilia, and a banger soundtrack for the main menu. And for the game itself. Fully made by Joe. So then I've decided to not just stare at the work of other people and do some of mine. So I started working on the pause menu. After a lot of Brecky's tutorials, pause menu was finally finished. So I've decided to tweak my other work here and there a little. So I've added an options menu. While I was struggling with the UI, my team was working in the background. Peter uploaded a neat little idle animation for the main character. A bit later he also submitted an amazing cog model with platforms. Joe, after creating these awesome tracks for the game, started working on the level design for level 3. Jordan, after finishing the main camera codes, decided to work on level 2, while Aria started working on level 1. So we had a designer for every single level needed. After another couple of hours of everyone working hard and pretty much in silence, Emilia hopped on the voice chat and gave us some instruction on the level design and fixed some problems for us. Emilia was constantly giving us updates on the player movement, so we could try and test some levels, see how the game looks like, and at this point we actually realized that we have something resembling a game, an actual platformer. So now, to celebrate, we played some Minecraft. I mean, we opened Java and like really quickly made it like a little game for the next game jam. Little game, blocky game, you can see Jordan playing it. Just literally took us like 2 hours. Aside from our little Java game, we had to finish this game jam. So I hopped back to Unity and worked on the end screen. So yeah, another UI element. So at this point, the designs of all the levels were fully finished. Although we didn't have all the textures or animations, the levels were finished. They were still unbeatable because the pistons weren't working yet, but they were finished nonetheless. I started working on the slider, only to realize that it was impossible to do for now, because the slow down time mechanic was not implemented yet. So with that great attempt, we finished for the day. The last day. The day of either our doom or victory. We still needed some tweaking, of course, textures, additional features, and of course the pistons, because for now the levels were still unbeatable. I went to make another pixel art, this time with the experience of 2 previous masterpieces. I quickly made a pixel heart and imported it into Unity. After some playtesting, I've noticed some new textures and animations on our game, and I must say, going from this to this is actually amazing. So now we had a losing life mechanic introduced by Aria. Anytime you fall, 1 heart is taken away from you. If you lose all 3, game over. We updated the end screen with some in-details credits. And before you ask, that role of Jordan, that was his idea. I was asked by Emilia to actually finish the time slider, and that took a long time. But finally, with some help from Aria, we managed to pull this off. Then I've added a little gradient, so it was all finished. I've noticed we didn't tell the user how to control the game at all, so I quickly made a controls page, which is accessible from the main menu. When it was done, we realized all we needed were the piston animations. Thankfully, we've noticed in Ludum Dare rules, an additional hour was there for everyone to build their game, zip it and add it onto the website without any worry. The final development hour was upon us. We knew there was already a mechanic for finishing levels and loading the next one. We had working life system, slow down time system, the player movement, and every piece of UI was working fine. All we needed were the pistons, and time was running out pretty quickly. Peta even added an animation at the end of each level, and then 30 minutes before the development deadline, Emilia finished the pistons. We all went to separate levels and placed the moving pistons there. They were not working at first. But does it work?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it.
After some more tweaking made by Emilia, they were finally moving. And there we go. 3 minutes before the official deadline, everyone was stressfully playtesting the levels.
I'm playing through level 3.
I'll go from level 1 and just see if I can beat the
Go
game.
from the main menu.
Yeah, main menu.
And everything worked! Jordan was the person in charge of our itch.io and Ludum Dare page. So additionally to that, he had to build the game and play it as now an exe file. But we knew everything was working, so there was no stress whatsoever, right? With 55 more minutes to build and ship the game, we were pretty confident everything was working. And oh my god, the game crashes, we are all doomed. We are... Wait, it's low.
It crashed. It crashed.
Oh, Baba Bowie.
Great. And the worst part about this, I already had my beverage opened to celebrate. With 40 minutes on the clock, the whole team started building the game to see if it crashes for everyone or only for Jordan.
My second level loaded by
Who, me? My game loads level 2 fine.
That was it. Can't believe how stressful that was, and oh my god.
Guys,
Yeah?
massive problem.
What?
Pause menu won't work in level 2.
Oh, it doesn't work in level 3 either. What the fuck?
Oh god.
What are the odds of everything breaking at the last 40 minutes? We quickly fixed the pause menu, we just forgot to trigger it. 25 minutes left on the clock. Emilia decided to add some final tweaking. 5 minutes, nothing. 10 minutes, nothing. Anxiety levels, maximum. Finally, at 11:42, we saw Peter typing a message. Peter is typing. So stressful, Jesus Christ.
Got mail.
Alright, get late and make final builds. Go.
Let's go.
Baba Bowie.
Hell,
Building started. Oh my god, we did it. Now we needed Jordan to zip it and upload it as quickly as possible. 12 minutes before the final actual deadline. We had the game on itch.io. That was it, the final stretch.
visibility, visibility, public.
Public.
Poggers, see it.
Publishing it. It's published. It's done.
Baba
Done. We're done.
And just like that, 9 minutes before the deadline, the game was finished, zipped and uploaded onto the Ludum Dare website, along with our names on it, the official game designers now, and participants of the Ludum Dare 47. All there was left to do was to add some screenshots, add a changelog, and celebrate our victory. Hello. Sorry for the hood. My hair is a mess. I want to address a couple of things here. First of all, I want to thank Peter Sovic, Emilia Smith, Aria Charlton, Joe Belfield, and Jordan Holmond for having me on the team. All of you did an outstanding job, and I'm really proud of what we did. Thank you for putting up with me, I guess. If I'll get any of these guys' social media, I'll post them in the description. Secondly, I want to apologize if not everything in the video is shown from the entire Ludum Dare. The problem is I was the only one recording. I had limited material just from me, so if there's some bits and pieces missing from the video, I am really sorry, but I did everything I could to show as much as I possibly could. I also want to say that if you are a games developer, or you want to be a games developer, you should attend any game jam, the nearest you can, because it's a lot of fun, great learning experience, meeting up with some new awesome people, and basically making a game which you would want. So I highly recommend joining a game jam. And most importantly, thank you for watching this video.